Gentlemen, I'm talking to you. The man who still wants to carry the groceries in one trip, lift the cooler into the truck, and get up from the couch without bracing on the armrest. If your knees feel stiff in the morning, if your ankles puff up by evening, if stairs make you think twice, that is not a personal failure. It's biology. After 50, men make less collagen, the scaffolding that cushions your knees and hips and keeps your ankles from feeling like sandpaper. The result? Swelling, grinding, and a slow loss of confidence with every step. Here's the good news. Food can help your body build and protect collagen again. Not powders you forget to take, not miracle pills, real grocery store foods with a plan you can follow this week. Stay with me to the end and I'll show you the one cut of meat that gives you more usable collagen per bite than bone broth. And the exact way to cook it so it turns from rubbery to melt in your mouth. That alone is worth sticking around for. Before we dive in, do me a favor, type your age and the state you live in down below. 58 Texas or 55 Ohio. I read the comments and reply with tips that fit your age range, your activity level, and your schedule. Now let's count down from 8 to 1. For each food, I'll tell you why it matters, how to use it, what to pair it with, and what to avoid. Quick disclaimer. This video is educational and doesn't replace medical care. If you've had kidney stones, gout, or are on medications like blood thinners or statins, check with your clinician before changing your diet. We're building a plan that supports joint health, not a one-size-fits-all cure. Number 8. Vitamin C, rich produce. If collagen is the bricks and mortar of your joints, vitamin C is the foreman on the job. Your body uses vitamin C as a cofactor for enzymes that knit collagen fibers together. Without enough of it, your body simply can't make strong collagen, no matter how much protein you eat. We're talking about citrus berries, kiwi, bell peppers, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and leafy greens. A fist-sized serving at 2 meals a day covers most men over 50. The key is adding orange segments to breakfast, snacking on berries throughout the day, and piling peppers and greens next to dinner. Timing matters here because you want to pair vitamin C with collagen-containing meals, like the ones we'll talk about in a minute, to support synthesis. Now, avoid relying on juice alone. Whole fruit gives you vitamin C plus fiber that helps control blood sugar. If you're prone to kidney stones, don't megadose supplements, stick to food first. Here's a power move. Squeeze lemon over stews, soups, and fish right before eating. That tiny acid hit not only adds vitamin C, it helps you absorb minerals from slow-cooked dishes. Number 7. Pumpkin seeds. Collagen isn't built from thin air. It requires trace minerals. Pumpkin seeds supply 3 heavy hitters: zinc to start collagen production, magnesium to calm inflammatory pathways and support muscle function, and manganese to reinforce connective tissue. You want about a quarter cup, that's roughly 30 grams, most days. Think 1 small handful during the game, or sprinkled over yogurt or oatmeal. Here's how to make them work for you. Soak the seeds overnight in water with a pinch of salt because it reduces phytic acid that can block absorption. Then dry them in a low oven and keep a jar on the counter. If chewing is a chore, grind them into smoothies. Pair these with vitamin C foods and a protein source. A bowl of Greek yogurt with berries and a tablespoon of ground pumpkin seeds makes a quick joint-supporting breakfast. Just avoid those seed mixes drowned in industrial oils or sugar. You want the minerals, not the candy coating. Number 6. Sardines with skin and bones. The bones and skin in sardines are edible, and that's where you get marine collagen, calcium, and elastin, alongside omega-3 fats that help quiet joint irritation. For many men, sardines are the most convenient whole package food: protein, collagen precursors, and anti-inflammatory fats in one can. 2 to 3 cans per week gives you steady benefits. Choose sardines packed in water or olive oil and mash the soft bones right into the meat. They disappear completely. For a milder taste, mix them with Greek yogurt, mustard, and chopped pickles for a quick spread. Or toss warm sardines over rice with lemon and parsley. Always pair them with a squeeze of lemon for that vitamin C boost, and a side of crunchy vegetables. If you're sodium sensitive, give them a quick rinse. Skip the cheap soybean oil versions and heavy sauces. Both can inflame the joints you're trying to soothe. Number 5. Chicken skin and cartilage. Number 5. Chicken skin and cartilage. Men toss the most useful part of the bird. Chicken skin and the little bits of cartilage around the joints are rich in type 2 collagen, the same type that cushions the knees and hips. Slow cooking keeps that collagen intact so your body can use the gelatin and amino acids. Buy bone-in skin on thighs or drumsticks. Season them, then roast slowly at moderate heat or simmer gently in broth. That's it. Shred the meat into soups and tacos and save the cooking liquid because the jiggly layer when it cools is pure gelatin. Pile on peppers, tomatoes, or a simple slaw with lemon juice to bring vitamin C to the party. If you like spice, add turmeric and black pepper during cooking. An easy anti-inflammatory combo. Skip deep frying because the oil oxidizes and works against your joints. If your cholesterol is a concern or you're on statins, talk to your clinician and keep portions moderate while focusing on overall diet quality. Number 4. Eggs. Egg whites deliver protein, but yolks deliver the building toolkit: sulfur, biotin, choline, vitamin D, and small amounts of vitamin K2. Sulfur is essential for cross-linking the collagen network. Without it, collagen strands are weak. Soft-boiled, poached, or over-easy keeps nutrients intact. Build a collagen breakfast with 2 eggs, a handful of sautéed peppers and spinach, and a side of berries. 10 minutes pan to plate. If you make bone broth, which we'll talk about next, use it to poach the eggs. Now you've combined collagen plus the cofactors in one dish. For most men, dietary cholesterol from eggs has a modest effect on blood cholesterol compared to overall diet and activity. If you have familial hypercholesterolemia or your doctor has you on specific targets, personalize your intake accordingly. Number 3. Bone broth. Bone broth is the entry ramp most guys actually stick with. Long, slow simmering pulls collagen, gelatin, glycine, proline, and minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus out of bones and connective tissue. That gelatin becomes the slippery cushion your joints love. Here's the hands-off method. Fill a slow cooker with chicken backs, turkey necks, or beef knuckles. Add onion, carrot, celery, a bay leaf, and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Cover with water, set to low, and forget it for 12 to 24 hours. Strain, chill, and scrape any hardened fat if you wish. If it gels in the fridge, you nailed it. Sip a warm mug in the afternoon instead of a second coffee. Use it as your soup base or cook your rice and quinoa in broth for stealth collagen in every bite. 1 to 2 cups per day is a practical target. If you're histamine sensitive, make shorter 4 to 6 hour batches and freeze in portions. Add a squeeze of lemon or fresh herbs right before serving to boost flavor and vitamin C. Number 2. Slow-cooked collagen cuts. These old-school cuts, oxtail, beef knuckle, lamb shank, pork hock, are loaded with connective tissue. When you give them time and moisture, they break down into tender meat and a collagen-rich sauce. Think of them as bone broth you can chew. They also come with iron and B vitamins that support energy for the walks and strength sessions that keep joints moving. Here's the base recipe that works for any of these cuts. Salt the meat, brown it in a heavy pot, add onions, carrots, and garlic, then pour in bone broth or water to come halfway up the meat. Add a splash of wine or a tablespoon of vinegar, cover and braise low and slow, about 3 to 4 hours in the oven for shanks and hocks, 4 to 6 for oxtail and knuckle. You'll know it's done when a fork slips in easily and the sauce coats the spoon like velvet. Pair these with bright sides, lemony greens, cabbage slaw, roasted peppers, plus a small baked potato or whole grains if you're active. The vitamin C in those sides helps you use the collagen you just cooked. If you have gout, keep portions moderate and space these meals across the week. Trim visible fat and watch the salt if you're managing blood pressure. Number 1. Beef tendons. This is the open-loop promise from the intro. Tendons look intimidating, raw and rubbery, but they're the densest edible source of type I collagen you can buy. When you cook them correctly, they become silky, almost like the soft part of bone marrow, and they turn any soup or stew into a joint-supportive meal. Ask the butcher for beef tendons, or look in the freezer section of Asian markets. They're inexpensive. Here's my no-fail tendon method. Rinse them, then cut tendons into 2 to 3 inch pieces. Quick blanch in boiling water for 5 minutes to remove any foam, then rinse again. Put them in a pot with sliced ginger, garlic, a splash of rice vinegar, and enough water or bone broth to cover. Simmer very gently, barely bubbling, for 8 to 12 hours. A slow cooker on low is perfect. They're done when a chopstick goes through with little resistance and the liquid is glossy. Chill the whole thing because the cooking liquid will set into a powerful gel that you want to save. Add sliced tendons to beef stew, pho-style soups, or chili. Stir chopped tendon and a ladle of the gel into ground beef sauces to enrich them without cream. It's the easiest way to boost collagen if you don't want to sip broth every day. Finish with a squeeze of lemon or lime and a handful of chopped herbs to brighten the dish. Your body likes routine, so here's a plug-and-play plan that fits a busy week. Pick 3 anchor foods from the list, let's say bone broth, sardines, and a slow-cooked cut like lamb shank. Pick 3 anchor foods from the list, let's say bone broth, sardines, and a slow-cooked cut like lamb shank. Eat each anchor food 3 times this week. Add vitamin C at 2 meals per day and a handful of pumpkin seeds on 4 days. Rotate eggs or chicken skin at breakfast 3 to 4 times. Let me walk you through what this looks like in practice. Monday might start with eggs cooked with peppers and spinach, sardine salad on whole grain toast for lunch, and lamb shank with lemony greens for dinner. Tuesday could be Greek yogurt with berries and ground pumpkin seeds for breakfast, leftover lamb shank for lunch, and chicken thigh soup made with bone broth for dinner. Wednesday brings a bone broth mug with an omelet for breakfast, a rice bowl with canned salmon and mashed bones, parsley, and lemon for lunch, then chili enriched with sliced tendons for dinner. You get the idea. We're rotating these foods so you're getting consistent collagen support without eating the same thing every day. Thursday might be oatmeal topped with pumpkin seeds and blueberries, sardines spread with yogurt and mustard, then an oxtail braised with cabbage slaw. Friday brings eggs with tomatoes, leftover oxtail, and grilled chicken thighs with skin plus a side salad and a cup of broth. Weekend meals can include a smoothie with spinach, berries, and ground seeds, pho-style tendon soup, and salmon and avocado bowls. The beauty of this system is flexibility. You're not locked into exact meals, but you're hitting your collagen targets consistently. Some days you'll have eggs and broth, other days it's sardines and a slow-cooked cut, but you're always pairing with vitamin C and staying hydrated. Small tweaks make a big difference. Always pair collagen foods with vitamin C, lemon on stew, fruit with breakfast, peppers at dinner. Include a quality protein target because most men do well with 25 to 35 grams of protein per meal. Better raw material means better collagen. Hydration matters because gelatin binds water, and staying hydrated helps it cushion joints. Aim for water between meals, not just during them. Movement tells your body to use those building blocks where you want them: knees, hips, and ankles. A 20 to 30 minute walk or light strength session combined with this food plan gets results. Here are the collagen thieves to avoid. A high sugar pattern can stiffen collagen through glycation, making tissues less springy, so keep sweets occasional. Smoking damages collagen-forming enzymes. If you're trying to quit, every cutback helps your joints. Ultra-processed oils and deep-fried foods push inflammation in the wrong direction. So swap for olive oil, avocado oil, or just skip the fryer. Avoid all-or-nothing thinking because one tendon stew won't fix a month of missed meals, but 3 weeks of consistent choices will do more than any supplement alone. Let me give you 2 simple recipes that take the guesswork out of this. The first is a 10-minute sardine bowl. Warm a pouch of microwavable rice or leftover rice in a skillet with a splash of bone broth. Add 1 can of sardines with the bones, mash lightly and cook for 1 minute. Finish with lemon, chopped parsley and black pepper. Add a side of tomatoes or peppers. You've got collagen, calcium, omega-3s, and vitamin C in the time it takes to preheat the oven. The second is a set-and-forget tendon stew. In a slow cooker, combine 1 pound of beef tendons, 1 pound of stew beef, 1 onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 inch of ginger, 1 bay leaf, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, and enough bone broth to cover. Set it to low for 10 to 12 hours. Season with salt at the end, and add chopped herbs and a squeeze of lime. Chill half for later, because the gel that forms is your bonus joint support. This gives you the richest natural collagen you can eat in a bowl that tastes like comfort food. Your 30-day challenge. Here's how to make this stick. Week 1, stock your kitchen and master those 2 recipes above. Drink 1 cup of broth on 4 days. Week 2, eat a collagen cut like oxtail, shank, knuckle, or hock, and add eggs with peppers twice. Week 3 brings 2 cans of sardines or salmon with bones, plus pumpkin seeds on 4 days. Week 4 is tendon stew once, broth most days, and vitamin C produce at 2 meals daily. By the end of 30 days, most men notice easier mornings, less creak after sitting, and better confidence on stairs. Your job is consistency, not perfection. You don't have time to be sidelined. You want to golf, coach, fish, fix the thing that breaks, and get on the floor with your grandkids and back up without planning an exit strategy. Protecting collagen protects your independence. Food is the lever you control 3 times a day. No prescription needed, just a grocery list and a plan. Some of you are wondering about collagen powders. You can use them, and some men find them convenient, but real foods bring the cofactors, minerals, vitamin C, and gelatin, that powders don't always include. If you use a powder, still keep the foods in this video in your week. If you don't like fish, choose chicken skin and bone-in soups for similar collagen benefits. If you can handle one mild fish, try canned salmon mixed with avocado and lemon because the flavor is gentler than sardines. The fat from these cuts isn't a problem if you trim visible fat, cook slowly, and balance your plate with vegetables and whole food carbs. The goal is joint support with overall heart-healthy habits. Bone broth isn't hype, it's simply gelatin-rich stock. Gelatin supplies glycine and proline, amino acids your body uses to build and repair connective tissue. The nice part is compliance. Most men will actually drink it, which beats any plan you won't follow. If you have gout, keep portions of rich meats moderate, drink water, and space collagen-heavy meals across the week. Emphasize vitamin C produce, sardines in moderation, and leaner chicken skin soups. Always personalize with your clinician. Gentlemen, your body still responds. Give it the raw materials, give it steady movement, and it will build. Eat the foods on this list, cook them the simple way, and pair them with vitamin C. In a month, you won't just feel different, you'll move different. That's the point. Freedom, strength, and confidence after 50. These are basic, well-established facts in human physiology. Collagen production naturally declines with age, vitamin C is required for collagen-forming enzymes, omega-3 fats help regulate inflammatory processes, and smoking and high sugar intake can impair collagen quality. This channel will always stick to what's practical and evidence-grounded, without miracle claims. Hit like so, YouTube shows this to more men who need straightforward answers. Subscribe and turn on the bell. You'll get next week's video on everyday foods that quietly sabotage collagen so you can avoid the traps. I'm proud of you for taking this seriously. I'll see you in the comments and in the kitchen.